Here we are with another installment of Brother Darrell's Black Businessman Interviews. And we're here today with a good friend of mine, Big Dane. Big Dane, tell us, brother. Let's get right into it. What type of business do you operate?
Right now, I'm currently one of the head managers here at West Coast Customs, world famous West Coast Customs. Let me change that. Been with the business for about 15 years now, and we've grown the business from a little small mom and pop shop to a multi-million-dollar business with franchises spread out across the world: Malaysia, Japan, Dubai, Mexico, Russia, Germany, and soon to be online we'll have Australia and I believe India. And also in conjunction to that, I'm a dog breeder. I breed American Pit Bulls. The bloodline is certified. If you want to check us out, you can go to www.thebluebomb.com and check out them certified pit bulls. Been doing that with my boy Ray Certified for the past 7 years. I've been busy with him. He's been breeding dogs currently himself close to 28 years now. So if you're out there, you think you're breeding dogs, if you ain't been doing it past 15 years, 10, 15 years, you really ain't doing nothing in my opinion but getting started. But that's pretty much what I do so far. As far as these cars, I'm pimping cars and I'm breeding dogs.
Dane, tell us, what are some of the hardships and the hurdles and the obstacles that you had, and what's kept you motivated to overcome those hurdles and obstacles?
Well, one of the things that definitely kept me motivated over the years with coming up through these obstacles or hurdles or pitfalls, whatever it may be, it's all business. It all drives me to keep on working harder and striving for better and doing the most that I can do within the businesses that I'm involved with. Be it the dog game. Right now, you got so many people out there that call themselves breeders. They just flooding the industry with dogs and really don't know what they're doing. They're putting a lot of junk on the streets. And in the car business, you have, in every business you have, pretty much, you have haters. And one thing I realized is if you ain't got no haters, like your boy Cat Williams say, if you ain't got no haters, you doing something wrong. So the more haters we got, the more we know that we're doing something right. But that's just one of the things that keep driving me. And the major supporting thing that drives me is business. I'm a stickler on business. I enjoy to see the business flourish and do well for itself, and just understand that and not all the time everything's going to be gravy. You're going to have your ups and downs. You just got to be able to stand behind your work and keep pushing forward.
Dang. Have you had any formal schooling or any type of schooling at all to prepare you for the business that you're involved in?
Man, the only schooling I've ever had really with any kind of business was the business of hard knocks. You know what I mean? One thing I've learned is sometimes you can go to school and learn a trade or whatnot, but the majority of people that work for West Coast Customs and within the dog game, my boy Certified or Larry Hill, one of the top dog trainers out there in California, you just got to know it and apply yourself and do it from a young age. Everybody, that majority of my solid crew of employees that work for us here at West Coast, they've been doing this stuff for a long time. So you see Ish, or in our upholstery guy, he's been doing upholstery since he was 12 years old. Sean Mahaney, my metal fab guy, he's been doing cars and building cars since his early teens or whatnot. My boy Ray Certified with the dogs, he's been into the dogs ever since he was a teenager and never left them and just stayed with it. So they just pretty much learned the business and their craft as time went by. So I've made a point to myself to be number one, a man of my word, and associate myself with people that's doing positive things. You hear people say all the time, I've heard older people tell me all the time, if you hang around 10 millionaires, you'll be number 11.
Okay.
And that's what it is with me. I associate myself with the right people for the most part.
Dang, right off the top of your head, what's the single most piece of advice that you can give somebody who wants to go into business, but they're hesitant because they don't know what's going to happen when they try? What kind of advice would you give someone like that?
Well, the one thing about I say when you're coming into a business, excuse me, let me shut this little message down. Also, another thing, when you're in business, your phone's going to ring a lot. That's how you know I'm a real businessman. Your phone will ring a lot.
That's right.
But one thing I say about it, when you go into any kind of business, you got to research that business, do all your homework, get all your information that you possibly can before you embark on it, to make sure that it's something that you can give it 110% at all times, to try to make it as lucrative as possible for you. And also try to do something that's fun to you. You hear people say all the time, your job should be fun, something that you should do without worrying about monetary compensation. I mean, if it's fun and you'll do it for free, learn how to make money doing it, period.
All right, Dane. Thank you, brother. Appreciate the interview. But once you give a shout out, also advertise your business. I want you to advertise, let the people know how they can get in contact with you if they need some of your service or your product.
Well, like I said, if you're interested in West Coast Customs, you can go to westcoastcustom.com, or you can call down here at 951-284-0680. If you're interested in those certified pit bulls, you can go to thebluebomb.com and research there and see what your boy Big Dane is up to. You can also go through the West Coast Customs link site and link on to the dogs as well. I definitely want to give a shout out to my boy, the world famous brother Daryl. You know what I'm saying? Putting it out there, the number one entrepreneur out there in LA right now, putting it down, doing his thing with the store, and he's incorporated the food as well. And anytime I touch LA, I'm going to see my boy brother Daryl. And that's your boy Big Dane, keeping the West Coast. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you, I appreciate it, brother. Peace.